They say marriages don't break in storms, they dissolve in silence. Mine began fading the moment my wife started saying the same 4 words every night. I'm too tired again. At first I believed her. Everyone gets tired. Work, stress, life, it happens. But when I'm tired became a wall between us, I realized it wasn't exhaustion keeping her away. It was indifference. She stopped reaching for me, stopped touching me, stopped seeing me. I'd lie awake in the dark beside her, watching the blue glow from her phone light up her face. She'd scroll until she fell asleep, while I memorized the sound of distance. Her name is Lily. We've been married 6 years, but I don't think we've really been together for at least 2. She used to be my best friend. Funny, spontaneous, the kind of woman who'd dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight just because her favorite song was playing. Somewhere along the line, that woman disappeared, replaced by someone polite and tired. We stopped laughing. We stopped fighting. We stopped trying. I cooked dinners she barely tasted. I left notes she never answered. I started feeling like a stranger renting space in my own home. Then came Mia. Mia was Lily's best friend, the opposite of her in almost every way. Open, expressive, and warm. She had this energy that could fill a room, the kind of person who made you feel heard just by looking at you. I used to love when she came over. She'd bring wine, tease Lily, make her laugh in ways I hadn't heard in years. I didn't realize back then that her laughter with Mia only highlighted how quiet she was with me. One night, Mia came over for dinner. I cooked as usual. Lily barely looked up from her phone. Mia laughed at everything I said. It wasn't forced. It was genuine. I caught myself smiling just from being acknowledged. After dinner, Lily stood up and kissed my cheek. I'm too tired, she said softly, heading upstairs. I froze. Same line, same tone, the words that had become our new routine. When I looked back, Mia was watching me. Her smile had faded, replaced by something softer. Not pity, understanding. She doesn't mean it, she said. You don't have to explain, I replied. I wasn't, she said quietly. That silence between us wasn't awkward. It was recognition. We were both seeing what she refused to. After that night, I started noticing the way Mia looked at me, not with desire, but with empathy. She started texting me occasionally about random things, movie recommendations, recipes, small talk, but behind every message was a sense of care I hadn't felt from my own wife in years. When Lily was away for work one weekend, Mia dropped by to return something she'd borrowed. We had coffee, talked for hours. She asked about my art, something Lily hadn't mentioned since we got married. I told her I hadn't painted in years. She said, "You should. You look like someone who used to see color but got used to gray." That night, after she left, I took out my old brushes. Weeks went by. Lily stayed tired, I stayed silent, but Mia started appearing in the spaces Lily left empty. Texts, quick coffee breaks, short visits. It wasn't an affair, not in the way people think. It was emotional oxygen after years of suffocating. When you spend enough time unseen, the smallest act of recognition feels like salvation. Then came the night everything changed. Lily canceled our anniversary dinner last minute, said she had too much work. I poured myself a drink and stood in front of a half-finished painting, the kind of abstract mess that mirrored how I felt. Blue streaks bleeding into black. Around 9, there was a knock at the door. It was Mia. She looked hesitant, almost guilty. She told me she canceled, she said. I didn't want you to be alone. We sat in the living room, soft music playing in the background. She asked about the painting. It's what silence feels like, I said. It's beautiful, she whispered. No, I said. It's lonely. Our eyes met, and for a moment, it felt like time slowed. There was no lust, no agenda, just 2 people carrying the same quiet ache. She leaned closer, barely speaking. You don't deserve to feel invisible. That single sentence broke something in me, not in a destructive way, like release, the kind of breaking that lets light in. I didn't touch her. She didn't touch me. But in that silence, something passed between us, something Lily would never understand. The next morning, Lily noticed the painting. You finished it, she said, sipping her coffee. It's darker than your old ones. It's honest, I replied. She didn't ask what it meant. She didn't ask who inspired it. She just changed the subject. That's when I realized she hadn't even seen the woman's reflection I'd painted into the corner, the warm eyes that had brought the color back. Over the next few weeks, I painted every day. Lily continued her routine, late nights, early mornings, endless fatigue. She never asked what I was working on, but Mia did. Always. She didn't need to visit anymore. She just sent messages like, don't forget to eat, or that blue you used yesterday. It looked like freedom. Eventually, things with Lily became so cold that even arguments stopped. She told me she felt I'd changed, that I seemed distant. I wanted to laugh. I hadn't changed. I'd simply stopped begging to be noticed. I told her I was tired too, not the kind she understood, the kind that comes from carrying love alone. Now, months later, I still haven't seen Mia much. She went through her own breakup after leaving a relationship that mirrored mine. We still talk sometimes, short messages, simple words that carry weight. And Lily? She's still here, still scrolling, still tired. But the difference is, I no longer wait for her to turn toward me. I turn toward my canvas, my colors, my peace. Because the truth is, the first time Mia looked at me, she didn't just see a man. She saw the ghost of someone who used to feel. And for one quiet moment, she reminded me what it was like to exist again. My wife said, "I'm too tired again." But her best friend's eyes told me something else, something that healed me more than love ever did.